In this video, we'll review the vocabulary settings in ServiceCEO. We start on the Settings tab and access the vocabulary section by clicking the vocabulary link on the left. This will bring up a list of all of the vocabulary options that can be changed in ServiceCEO. We'll click Edit at the top to overview these. Note that we need to change both the singular and the plural options anytime a vocabulary change is made. Let's review these top to bottom. First is the dispatch board. This is really the calendar, the main dispatching page in ServiceCEO. Note that if the vocabulary setting that you're looking at is on one of the tabs up at the top, any changes we make here will also change the top section. So, for example, if we wanted this to say calendar instead of dispatch board, we can change that, and as soon as I hit save, it will immediately change this tab here on the top. Let's review the rest of our options. Next down is customer. This would be an account, a customer, a client, a person, or a company that you service. The next is a contact. It's important to note the difference between a contact and a customer. A contact is part of a customer. You could have multiple contacts on one customer. Say you have an organization that you do work for that has 3 different offices and each has a contact person for each office. You would load one customer with 3 contacts and 3 locations on here. Moving down, we have state, province, city, and zip code. These again can be customized to reflect the area that you live in. A job that repeats on a pattern that has a recurrence, so a weekly cleaning, a annual service call, that will be a recurring job. Next we have a job, which is basically a project. The job is something that you are scheduling with your customer, typically will result in an invoice. A work order is a single visit to the customer. Work orders are part of jobs. So for example, I could have one job that lasts 2 weeks that has 10 work orders on it, 1 each day for 2 weeks. An estimate is an estimate, a document that you present to your customer when you're trying to win the opportunity to do work. An on-site sales call would be a visit that someone from your company pays to a customer during the sales process before they accept your estimate and move forward with the project. Goods that you sell to your customers are products, often also called parts or materials, versus a service, which would be an actual service you provide. A kit is a combination of products and services. More on kits in the products, services, and kits training video. An invoice is a bill that you present to your customer. An employee is someone who works for your company. Social Security number and team are relatively straightforward. A team would be a group of employees. A business unit is defined as a level within the company structure. This is mostly used for franchise companies or companies with multiple locations, where each business unit essentially becomes a location. Marketing campaign is it's a source. It's how your customers heard about you. The campaign, of course, is the activity that generates new customers. And finally, a zone is a grouping of locations. It's an area commonly defined by zip codes or by cities to help with routing and scheduling. This concludes the vocabulary training video in ServiceCEO. If you have any questions, please contact us directly.